on the mic, I'm unorthodox. I'm spending my time living for hip-hop. Never go to bed before 4 o'clock. I can't afford a pot, but I can't afford not. Fuck you days or fantasize. So I stand on stage to demand a prize. This bullshit's been scandalised. My dreams of the club's been vandalised. But I didn't do this for you anyway. I'm doing it for my crew every day. I'm in it for the fun that I get when I'm practicing on my own and impress my mates. So don't play a hate. Congratulate, don't sleep on me. We'll stay awake and we'll agitate the fake in the tragic way they play. Disrespected. Except that I just expected, dissected. Why you trying to on my deck did? I wreck shit. My technique and my techniques and my skeptics try to make life hectic cause I don't accept it. So I tell them, no way, get fucked, fuck off. 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 And I'm putting that on the motherfucking record. Who the fuck you think the motherfuckers come to check for? Some protectors are still fucking it up for all of us, but all it is a motherfucker that's gonna be called a bitch. He who laughs the longest. I haven't laughed for a fucking long time, but I'm gonna. I'll be listening to your fucking music and it's fucking miserable, fucking dismal. Could you do something fucking original? I shifted from Brisbane to do this nuisance shit, and a few years later they're letting some dudes pay dues on tick. I go lunatic, fizzle moon you quick. I put up my middle finger and move it to my dick. Cuff your nuts to this if you can't be fucked with shit. If you're fed up with putting up with these lame fucking tricks, I'll bring the ruckus if you love this shit. So roll another fucking split and turn it up a bit. You can tell them, no way, get fucked, fuck off. 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 No way, get fucked, fuck off.
I make tracks for the certified, for the B-boys, for the disempowered, for the unemployed, for the worried mothers counting rosaries, for my friends, my family, people who are close to me. And if you're close to me, I'm loyal to the end, cause I'm too bad with names to make new friends, and I'm too opinionated to keep my mouth shut. I'ma turn the world upside down and put the South up on top of this. We rockin' this cause I ain't got nothing else, and it helps when I see the city suffering. I'm rupturing lyrics, hemorrhaging tracks, bleeding out my personality all over the wax. So DJs, get your fingers deep in my hemoglobin, call me safe breaker from the way I always get you open. Suffer MC, get down with your suffering self. I make tracks cause I ain't got nothing else. It's like this, it's like that, and I crossbred, riding under one banner. It's like this, it's like that, and my man Trauma's riding under one banner. It's like this, it's like that, and after hours are riding under one banner. It's like this,
and that, like this, and that.
Hip-hop and cigarettes fill my day, pour my worries in a cup and watch them spill away. I feel today's just yesterday waiting to happen. That's why I have no patience with my rapping. Gotta get these tracks written, rehearse them till they're tight, make beats all day, record the verses through the night. I make tracks for kids in bedrooms, in hotels, apartments, in cars with their partners, in motels, in camper vans, combi vans, cruise ships. Make tracks for my brothers who taught me to love music. Make tracks for kids in the subterranean. I even make tracks for Yanks who love Australians. Make tracks for girls in the Mediterranean who sit by the window singing, here comes the rain. I make tracks for the love, for myself. I make tracks cause I ain't got nothing else. It's like this, it's like that, and phone calls are running under one banner. It's like this, it's like that, and my man Blockades riding under one banner. It's like this, it's like that, and Expressionist is riding under one banner. It's like this,
and that, like this, and that.
No, I had to use this beat. Man. It's only 8:30 in the morning. I've already smoked about 4 hungers. Sick of you fucking rapping about rapping. Check this shit. Hey. I'm tired of worrying about what my life's gonna bring. Stare at the sun too long, your eyes are gonna sting. And modesty and honesty are my strongest points. I smoke bunks as I can't roll joints. I don't shave for about 4 weeks. And I don't pray cause I still want war more than peace. I'm still a carnivore for beef. I still deal drugs, we still walk the streets. I got mates that got guns, massive shotguns. I don't talk about them cause I like to keep my options wide open, eat my food, then you die choking. I'm high hoping, secrets of the world are pried open. Nah, fuck it, I'm a family man. You a fake bitch, I'ma call you Pamela Ann. You always soft and undercovers, call you mammary gland. Keep my brim low, move fast, Yosemite Sam. The questions I'm asking got me hated like Nazi parties. My words at home making it warm in the part your heart is. I've been known to lie, but don't disregard it. I burn on like the love of the dearly departed. I can't get higher, I was on the ceiling to start with. I dealt drugs while my family's dealing with hardships. I appealed judges, you were appealing to black chicks. Always wrote what I feel, never reveal my card tricks. So it means that we different then. Different face, different fate, we just different men. I said it means that we different then. Look at the shit that bloody made me go and pick a pen. I could write a fucking novel on the shit I've done. Pack a bomb, sprinkle speed on top of all the cinnamon. At the minimum, write a script to put on cinemas. But if cops say it, I'm in a prison with no visitors. So I rap incriminate myself to listeners. Turning little kids from fans who think this shit to witnesses. Still I put my guard down like I'm Anderson Silva. All you do is want more, you think a man is a milk bar. But at SA they call it deli, but I bring the meat and this beef isn't for your belly. One of my old mates right now just sits behind jail bars. Iron line, he stabbed a man 50 times. Google that shit if you don't believe me. The victim tried to stab him with a Hep C needle. And they say that he evil, they pray for his demons. But what would you do if they tried taking your freedom? So shouts out to Callum Smith. He kept my business alive when I just started out selling sticks. I ain't making this up or just embellish shit. Ask anyone around here who had to smell the shit. I ain't never lied in a rhyme and fed to hate him. All your fights are made up, I call you Dredrick Tatum. Cross me, I react with Brock Lesnar's patience. I've always thrown the first punch without hesitation. So it means that we different then. Different face, different fate, we just different men. I said it means that we different then. Look at the shit that bloody made me go and pick a pen.
To my family and friends, I ain't forgot about you. My father was an architect at Hard Building Kitchens. He started at the bottom of the market down in Brisbane. He was a precisionist, watches he envisions it and builds a bitchy kitchen so posh that she could live in it. He was given a position up north where the men act like pigs and the women hunt boars. He was born with a sense of adventure, like a Boy Scout with a case of dementia. So he ventured into the hills, his youth stocked up full of food and drills. He got out of the city, then he put his foot down, stopped for a piss, turned around and hit Cooktown. I was brought up on the beaches of Queensland, bleach sand bleeds through my fingers. Where I am now, I put it down to the support and the love from the Cooktown crew. Up north, where the cops are the odd ones out and domestics are stopped with a shotgun. Up north, where the sun beat down on a young me found in a country town. Up north, the brawls become pub brawls. Up north, we party when the sun falls. Up north, the days are hot and a man would wrestle a crop to save his dogs. Back in high school, way before my troubles begun, I was like a brother to a lot of girls, love it and none. I played the role of the shoulder to lean on, the guy who says the right thing when everything seems wrong. Billy was a player, Jilly was the game. If Jilly was unhappy, well then Billy was to blame. Jacko was an African-American Australian Jew, but he could do equations, so he called himself an Asian. Dude, I think it was my mates that got me through the hardest times. Yeah, situations that words just can't describe. It's amazing in the madness of the time, it's easy to forget your actions form the fabric of your mind. Cameron was a mathematician strapped to a fishing rod. Peter was an accurate pea shooter who skipped a lot of school. It was cool to be marked, not present. Kenny was the king of the tuck shop peasants. Decker was a funny cunt. Edmonds would run amok. Jessica was fed up having classmates as dumb as us. But we're bound by our roots, so let me put it
stopped with a shotgun. Up north, where the sun beat down on a young me found in a country town. Up north, the brawls become pub crawls. Up north, we party when the sun falls. Up north, the days are hot and a man would wrestle a croc to save his dog. Philip, the illest fish fillet, a known to man, spitting a free, slipping a stick in a stoner's hand. We've grown since then. We were boys once, just being boisterous, playing with our toy trucks. I'm always gonna remember the noise, but school fights always started with an oi cunt. Part of me still harbours in the darkest streets. My initials are carved into the largest tree. This is dedicated to the memory of anyone who's ever been a friend of me. Rest in peace, Luke Kenwright, Lawrence Monday, Aaron Davis, and plenty others unnamed. I got a shout out to you, plus the graduated class of 2002. Cooktown High School made me what I am today. An educated mental patient with a debt to pay. To society, but nothing's gonna silence me. We've only got one life to lead as if I'm going quietly. So I've decided I might as well admit here right now that I like to sell. I tried to sell Carmelo a Mega Drive with a pile of games I knew that he'd never lie. Much love to Rhiannon and her friends, Aaron, Mark, Lemon, Goofy and Anna Genge. It's been hard, I ain't seen you in a while. At least now you can put my CD on and smile. Preach. As a child I retreated to my thoughts. Now I'm speaking over beats, so I'll scream it once more. Up north, where the cops are the odd ones out and domestics are stopped with a shotgun. Up north, where the sun beat down on a young me found in a country town. Up north, the brawls become pub crawls. Up north, we party when the sun falls. Up north, the days are hot and a man would wrestle a croc to save his dog. I mean, where's that commitment nowadays?
Came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that I won't forget how I got here in the first place. Writing verse after verse in a reverse state. Trying to murder break, staying up, working late, trying to burn my mates. Here a killer verse and damn nerve and back to perfect the page. Catch a bus with Matty P, back to pack the green in my back shed and rap the beats, spit a magic free. Catch a bus back to hanging streets, slaying the fiends. Catch a bus back, repeat the same fucking thing. Go to house parties, starting ciphers. Start with the writers, in a circle turns the whole party hyping. Written lines on fine white after sniffing lines for 5 nights, ripping size past 4 or 5. I'm driven by the system and my criminal mind. Living life like I couldn't give a fuck if you think it's tight. I love spitting rhymes, dope sets raging on, so I progress but won't forget where I came from. Where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that reminisce on the beginning and promise I won't forget. No producer or sets, instrumentals and a tape deck. Late night Saturdays, wait around for PBS. No MP3s, hit record and wait for what plays next. Tracks with lifespan, lines tight sized without a hype man. Cool edit in 58s without a mic stand. Slinging bags in the hopes to afford a lab. With every grand, buy a few grams and forget the plan. Tracks pumping when autism was still ruckus. Rehearsing verses before I set nervous, well fuck it. Back when 86 was still the numbers. Still one of the rawest motherfuckers to see a mic and touch it. Before computers it was white sheets and pilots. Banging beats in his songs, have my mother scream be quiet. That's what hip hop is and someone understand it. Damn, it's a struggle now, I won't take it for granted. Where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that with me, Spit, Ruck, Bogues, Ego and Luke Mac produce tracks to bang. That's those insomniacs. Kids are copping that and coming back psyched as fuck, head nodding, quoting bars, saying no one's as hype as us. Crowds liven up at every show, spitting every flow. You would never know we're a bunch of kids trying to get the freshest flows. Hoping this set is dope, won't ever let it go. Trying to bring heads to the coast like the weather's dope. See, bro, me and Ego share a house. I hear a sound from his room and know I got a banging to tear down. I got an album out that sold out at JB in my hometown in 12 hours. That's G-Town. I won't forget my roots, forever rep it first. I live in the G, I'll never leave till I got this city what it deserves. I got more now than a little kid could ever dream. I stay that little kid and make sure that where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that where you came from and where you've been, and where your heart lies and who you are. What you have now and how you got here. These are the times that
I never ever entered any beauty contest, son. I never gave a shit about a supermodel search. And this verse first busted on my 23rd birthday. Earns no cash for rent, now it's rehashed and bent. Spent like government cents, in the bank, out the bank, like the Kelly gang. The teller said thanks, I crank it up like the PA at a death metal gig. This is no lecture or a lesson, I'll just pull up your wig. You wanna show the world your flow, bro, first get a cake. I listened to your whole album, man, it wasn't that great. I haven't dug in the crates as much as searching my mind. You're looking for the perfect beat, I'm looking for the perfect rhyme. It's patient, practice takes exercise. It's like trying to look at someone with the sun in your eyes. I never compromise integrity, I'm not a sellout. My perspective is infirm, check no penthouse. I get the hell out like a rabbit at the races. These greyhounds in suits got murder written all over their faces. Stressed out like faces, place your fake beef. Create an image from the simplest speech, it takes weeks. I beat the drum like single mum till exhausted. Devoted to what's important, what's my calling, so caution. I forced in and trampling like elephants. You wanna contribute, son, then keep it relevant. You're gonna use your effort and your time, use your wretched little mind. Don't forget your spine and get the rhyme relevant. You wanna rock the spot and give the people what they want, but who cares what you give them unless you get the rhythm relevant. You're gonna use your effort and your time, use your wretched little mind. Don't forget your spine and get the rhyme relevant. You wanna rock the spot and give the people what they want, but who cares what you give them unless you get the rhythm relevant. Keep it relevant. Keep it relevant. I'm done keeping it real, I'll keep it relevant. This is for the people, and only for the people to consume. It's a method of relaxing, spark 'em up, write tunes. It's just a little thing we developed in our rooms. Voice, pen, pad, and computer, tools of a user. Machinery accompanies the raucous and thoughts and vocal rhythms. A pleasing little fiery collision, isn't it? I wanna rip the mic up to bits. I wanna dance like a breaker with wings on her hips. Surely we don't need another half-assed, brain-dead, well-dressed, breastfed, volume annoying MC on the stage talking Benzies, cash flows and cars in a whack-induced frenzy. Write your own stars, please man, don't even tempt me. You cut yourself in half with your empty bag of battle raps that's tearing us apart. I'm not looking for the last laugh nor the past etiquette. I'm just here to contribute and keep it relevant. You're gonna use your effort and your time, use your wretched little mind. Don't forget your spine and get the rhyme relevant. You wanna rock the spot and give the people what they want, but who cares what you give them unless you get the rhythm relevant. You're gonna use your
Watch your little mind, don't forget your spine and get the rhyme relevant. You wanna rock the spot and give the people what they want, but who cares what you give unless you get the rhythm relevant. This is for the losers and the bruisers who display to win. These skills built from useless, now take them in. Improvised on the fly, notice no instructions to read, and no greed to beat you down, plus no journalist lead. Another day, December 31, the time has been felt. Another year has passed on by without the ring of a bell. Am I that much older or that much more an extrovert? I'm not at clubs or etc, but I'm rushing for a verse, I'm not a rambler. Microphone fiend, shit chatterer. Not a pro nor an amateur, I'm not a barrister, more like Aussie battler, live and full frontal. Got the flows mixed with substance to confront you. We run through like streakers, freak the whole show. Not a game, ladies and gents, it's all about the pros. That's in poetry sense, plus some samplers, computers, here to alienate the damn pop consumers. Lessons but no tutors, all day with the biro, with or without hydro, filling out the rhyme book. Just wait for the side look, I'm running at you like an elephant. If you wanna contribute, then make it relevant. I'm done giving a real
Simplex, certified to wisen, others just arriving. This game is more than just about surviving, rising up for the street curb crime. We research time and each learn lines where every last word would rhyme. The evolution of a lyricist is this, from revolution to a record to a penmanship. The degrees 360 on an inbound spiral, 33 in a third rotation from 12 inches of vinyl. Signing up for the final call, we're about to leave. Our train of thought writing tracks to the land of MCs. Are we gonna stop? Nah man, we're running express. Well, how do we get on? The conductor, Simplexo. Tickets please, all MCs and your crews. If you ain't validated, then you ain't paid your dues. If you ain't paid your dues, then you're not gonna get on. If you're not gonna get on, chow kinda so long, goodbye. I fly, no. Why? So I keep my head out of the clouds and ear up on the ground and hearing all the sounds that you weak clowns utter. But it's a repetition heard before like a stereo delay. Predictability ain't me, it's ability and agility that builds an MC.
Filthy from the ground on up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Nah, drop it. All aboard, no time for lagging. Root heads ride the train, the rest bandwagons. A one-track mind with 4 bad habits. It's tagging, breaking, running, scratching. All aboard, no time for lagging. Root heads ride the train, the rest bandwagons. A one-track mind with 4 bad habits. It's tagging, breaking, running. I'm a whole car, you're a 20 mil Poscar. You're imposters, I'm the only real by far. You're a pop star, I'ma keep it grimy. Beatboxing at a station with a whole crew behind me. Not AM or FM, the station's a section, not platform with faded down spray and a red hen in 2 directions that you're able to take. First your destination, second the wrong way. Go back, go back, go back. Back to the days when rapping was a phase and the stage was any given part of Adelaide. No MySpace hook up, no one getting paid. We'd rock to a beatbox before that shit was cliche. Yeah, so make way while I turn a new style. Wicked wild since writing Red Ends back as a child. Never idle, Simplex express what's vital. Playing chickens with written's got your victims suicidal. So I do anything I choose what I want. Move it on, yeah, move it from the back to the front and keep looking for signs or get left behind. This is my stop, see you later, one-track mind. Right, see you, man.
Yeah, see ya.
All aboard, no time for lagging. Root heads ride the train, the rest bandwagons. A one-track mind with 4 bad habits. It's tagging, breaking, running, scratching. All aboard, no time for lagging. Root heads ride the train, the rest bandwagons. A one-track mind with 4 bad habits. It's tagging, breaking, running.
Filthy from the ground on up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All aboard. Filthy from the ground on up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All aboard. Filthy from the ground on up. Pick it up.
Drop it.
This is dedicated to the MC that struggles with the funds, and most of his shows you can count the crowd on one hand. He's straight up good with every tune that he's played, bro, but barely even gets played on community radio. And he ain't got a label, he rolls dolo, pressing up his own shit and doing his own promo. He holds no dough like an old hobo. They think he's so loco, but oh no, he's like a lone photo that won't give up to any turn of the weather. Even though the road is slow, he's so determined as ever until he's churning out cheddar, because his flow is butter. He gotta get exposed like he needs to blow his cover. They start to feel his vibe, cause his rhyming is hot. So the deal arrives and he just signs on a dot. It started so simply, all about the words that you say, but now there's jerks that have paid off his works that have played, and he ain't getting shit, just a few perks of the trade. He sees the real industry and what lurks in the shade, cause everything he worked for, the struggle to build, the love and the skill, ain't worth shit next to a couple of mils. So he sits back, feels lame, jaded and old. The game's taking its toll, the fame's raping the soul of the industry, cause they forgot that this is art. The aim was breaking the mold, not trying to fit the part. But if he spits it smart, he can hit the heart. He only got one dart and he ain't gonna miss the mark. Creative control, only a few who have found completely credible music, but with that lucrative sound. It goes lights, camera, action, you're on, son. You wanna rhyme, but are you in it for the long run? Cause you dream about platinum on this mic. Best wake the fuck up, it don't happen overnight. Goes lights, camera, action, you're on, son. You wanna rhyme, but are you in it for the long run? Cause you dream about platinum on this mic. Best wake the fuck up, it don't happen overnight.
Eyes closed to what your contract shows and find they gotta get back every cent you spend.
The mainstream ain't fresh with a grain of salt, man.
This is dedicated to the MC who lives in the spotlight with teeth shown from hunger like dogs in a cockfight. They're frightened by his freedom, so they call the police, but he's the one who wakes you up when you're falling asleep. That kid with an idea who catches the bus, who writes life through his eyes that's attached to a brush, and he paints the world exactly how he sees it. And if rhyming is a secret, I don't know how he keeps it, but believe me, it's some deep shit and these kids will relate. You can't see it, but you feel it like a kick in the face. And when he grows up, shit, so will his rhymes. Time after time again, he'll keep blowing your mind. His flow is divine, just a young buck with a curse. He sets fire to a cipher with a couple of words. Man, he's out for the cause, man, he's out there on tours, trying to visit your town, there's no bringing him down. So get ready for the ride of your life, trying to maintain but have a slice of the pie. It's a damn shame that their life has a price, but they can't touch me or tell me what to rhyme on this mic. So I rhyme what I like, trying to bring that love back. Wild, a young at heart like a rugrat, still walking in the club pack, yelling where the bud at, living like the underdog who promised that he'd come back.
Lights, camera, action, you're on, son. You wanna rhyme, but are you in it for the long run? Cause you dream about platinum on this mic. Best wake the fuck up, it don't happen overnight. Goes lights, camera, action, you're on, son. You wanna rhyme, but are you in it for the long run? Cause you dream about platinum on this mic. Best wake the fuck up, it don't happen overnight.
You're gonna become an MC overnight, night. You know what I'm saying? You better snap out that fucking drink, man. Take cheers for this, cheers for this, cheers.
You gotta be kidding me, seriously, it's ridiculous. Continuously killing these bitches, feelings with lyrics. Got vigilant, never ever been lesser than a dun-dada. Dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da. Silly mother suckers all on Nikki Titty. Fucking Barbie guinea bitch, bunch of itty-bitty piggies. I ain't hating on the bitch, matter of fact, she can get it on my PMC shit. Bend over, let me see, yeah, I'm on some other shit. They be like, Scott, you like no other. I took man, them a nada. Ain't got my cash, them a batty boy mafia. Fuck 'em with that strap, bang, bang harder. Now you fucking with that rap, real Don Dada. Nah.
Yes, when the right time come, baby, no partiality. Oh, beyond to those who put them trust in.
How long can I keep this up? Don't sleep enough. Time's creeping up. My blood's heating up. I need to puff to feed my lungs. Life's defeating us. Can't see the stuff that's leading up. And what's impeding us? Needs but once. It seems so rushed. Can't breathe, I'm flushed. And say love treats you rough. Your dreams is crushed like seeds in dust. Just feed your gut and heed the luck. You were headed down. When I'm wearing hand-me-downs. Living in shanty towns. In prison or camper down. Hospital. The only obstacle is mental. At all costs you must get through. Don't stop cause your rent's due. I've been through the rain and swayed when the wind blew. My mind blocking my sight the way the tents do. The fence grew, so many thoughts to attend to. Not all are essential. We need to have ways to escape the fast pace and evade the rat race. In here the pressure's on, and it's stress living. No rest for the wicked. Speed of life keeps getting faster. But where are we headed? Why are we running? Another day goes by with no answers. Slow down, maintain positive thought. Can't afford to get caught in this vicious cycle where your mind is your worst enemy. Not alone in your struggles. We're all out here trying to solve life puzzles.
Sometimes the road gets too rough and you can't take the pace. Can't keep up with the leaders, so get out of the race. Though you try and try so hard, failure is your just reward. There is a lesson you must learn. Play with fire, then you must get burned. But when it's rough, it's gonna get rougher. The going is tough, it's gonna get tougher. So if you hurry now, it's time to get out. It's not running your mouth.
The plot thickens, 6 crooked cops got ribbons popping. A kid holding a butter knife he got from the kitchen. Medical condition wasn't examined. He lost the plot when his medicine got locked in the cabinet. Dropped where he was standing, too much blood for bandages. The managers, the ambulance man got warned to tell the court they lost the corpse in the court report in order to stay on the right side of the law. The night before, officers were having a spectacular time, out grabbing asses and racking up lines. Hours back before the crime, dust time. They left the titty bar in an unmarked car after a bucks night. Feeling uptight because the drugs were wearing off. Hit the beach for the last drinks, hair at the door, showing off their Glocks and bagging. Each one claiming they had the best aim when popping a handgun. A young officer wanted to show he was a man, got lost in a tangent, started busting shots randomly. Hit a man by the sea with a knife cutting a knot that he got caught inside of his fishing rod.
We're really another impact now. I'll come take away the place. Round every corner there's another one. I'll come pointing out with face. Though they try to get us out, we got no fear and we got no doubt. We got the talent and we got the skill. We know the way and we got the will. Rough, it's gonna get rougher. The going is tough, it's gonna get tougher. So if you hurry now, it's time to get out. It's not running your mouth. Hey, 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 hey.
So welcome to Hot Town, where the people just rock round, are inflicted with addiction cause they're in with the rock crowd. But we just knock about and out of houses across town, and if the people parking, we just tell them they copped out. So we be on the journey, burning tar on the rubber. Other than any other runners, we just look for undercovers. Get a drink and to think, feel like I'm missing a beat. Sick as all this lack of sleep, maybe just take a back seat. Hot Town.
One leg out, one under the cover. Out of this slumber, wondering where he's summoned another. During the sheet, shower and shade. It's a 8:15, thinking the ways to ask for more in the wage. Already sweat in his work pants and shirt dribbles. A little insecure cause you can see his armpits and nipples. Driving his car with no aircon, the peak traffic. Alive in his daydream about the girl he's macking.
Two dudes just cruise the streets looking for trouble on the news like every week. Quick with the call, back up. Here they come with harsh alarms, carrying arms, time to run. No remorse, they use the full force. Talk is cheap, it won't achieve what you need. So it's best to leave the beast at ease, or you might end up with a bullet from where you breathe.
Gridlock, can't remember entering the freeway. Bubba, not letting in any leeway in front of him. And Fairmont blowing bad breath in the air. He can smell the dirtiness like sex in the air. Finally his exit, checking the girl next to him in the IS-300 Lexus. He's fantasizing about the ways he can please her, but running the stop sign got him a date with the police.
When you're young and wanna run the market, so where do you go? Hot Town. Where to kill the time, nowhere to feel it right. You wanna kill the boredom, some more of them run a right. Wrong, why they like a house with the lights on, but nobody's gonna, they will all working night jobs. They're intermittent when they're hitting the night spot. The high cost of the pay and beat the ticket, the time bomb.
Looking down a barrel of a gun, should he do battle or run? Scatter like cattle or hammer and blast. Caught in the crosshairs, sniper's rifle is an innocent victim, clutching their Bible. God can't save him. The slave who ran is now on the pavement, bleeding like his body was raining. Jumping over hurdles, the vultures circle. The poor dude's body's bruised deeper than the color purple.
Time is running out. Got to decide now. That something inside won't let me quit.
People are so fickle. These days it's so despicable. Like tentacles, they all try to stick to you. Hold you down if they can, they'll be sicking you. They try to blind you with their aim too. Enforcing written restrictions that we all got to stick to. The laws disappear and reappear to suit their needs, which to me is a joke. Like short-term peace treaties, I see disease swarming like bees, singing these undeveloped war-torn countries. Apparently I'm on the good side, but this world's so shaky at times. I swear this planet's on an intergalactic fault line. Every time I race, I can't win. I keep pace till these landmines blow up in my face again. Dismembered, I still gotta keep pacing on, treading strong, facing the eye of the storm.
These days we play the life game all wrong. These days what we say can do such harm. I replay each day like an endless song, milling through my mind non-stop like the hands of time.
What's with this financial envy? We got so much poverty, but we keep spending. But like pigs, they just won't stop eating till they hit the bottom of the trough and their guts leaking. I'm seeking the truth, but how can it be? We're in a world of broken families and fallacies, taught to praise stars and seek fame. Do what we must to attain monetary gain. And even I'm with it, but there are limits. Whatever happened to a conscious idea? MCs talk verbal diarrhea, caught up with gun talk and bling bling. Hip-hop producers who work with pop singers for ching-ching. I'm thinking a rich soul is not with no value. Light turns to dark when cold breath hits the candle. I'm here to rekindle your spirit, keep the flame burning strong as we press on through the eye of the storm.
These days we play the life game alone. These days what we say can do such harm. I replay each day like an endless song, milling through my mind non-stop like the hands of time.
The clock ticks, your name off the list. Life moves quick, so we gotta move quicker. The world's devilish, making me sicker. I smell the remnants of drug, sex, and liquor. The kids are immune to these, cause daily they get a fix on their new TV. Parents don't read or talk to their kids no more, they feed them videos. Show them the internet, log into the porn site. Here we go, television, the drug of addiction. Breeding ignorance, feeding radiation. Friends, they hit the nail on the head. Wish we were sailing ahead, but we're shipwrecked and failing instead. But the tests have changed, we're all passing. So long as you're an expert on arson, I'm asking which way's up, cause my compass is gone. You know what? I'ma let my beating heart be my guide through the eye of the storm.
These days we play the life game alone. These days what we say can do such harm. I replay each day like an endless song, milling through my mind non-stop like the hands of time. We dance like New Year's Eve, we dance from sheer relief. Whoa, everything must change.
The people that you project are the size were nothing of the sort. Sold us so short, put down the champagne, no toast to the legacy. And all the propaganda of prosperity, that's what a machine does, and they don't need therapy. You turn us into a nation of haters, fire right at Pisa, believing whatever kept your leader. Dog whistle through the speakers, see who bites it. Noticed a hell of a lot of people liked it. An ethical choice is simpler if you price it, conquered by dividing. That's where you admired him, unless pushed we would never have retired him. Fucking pirate history will damn him. Once it seemed like nothing could damage him.
36计的为上策
Crook, you got your ass played in Mandarin.
Finally the king is dead, we cried off with his head. Everything must change.
Everything must change.
We dance like New Year's Eve, we dance from relief. Everything must change.
Nothing stays the same.
Nothing stays the same. Oh. Nothing stays the same. Oh.
Yeah. Cats I know are feeling this like the rapture, and I can tell who this mood is failing to capture. It's like somebody finally did light that match up and burn down the parliament. Learn from the argument, can't be non-partisan. When you're an artist and you put your heart in it, that's not even a half of it. Like my man said, we're talking butter and bread. Better if his words were never uttered again. Mostly vindictive, who could have predicted? Just a few tax breaks to keep us all addicted. The dickhead, dictator, leader, imitator made me feel immature when I said I hate you. Did you read the paper the day after? I hear the laughter, I'll read it to you. It starts with M and Q and ends with you. No broader view for the people on your ship who you used to call crew. That's typical now, I guess it's difficult for the type of person only thinks of individual. No residual, you'll see our resilience. Take your bat and ball ahead for the pavilion.
Finally the king is dead, we cried off with his head. Everything must change.
Everything must change.
We dance like New Year's Eve, we dance from relief. Everything must change.
Nothing stays the same.
Nothing stays the same. Oh.
Pluto, you ready? Let's do this. It's my house, like a drop-in center. Shoes off, it's also time for dinner. We straight DIY, got a home with a dog, but a house in a room where we cooking up these tunes for buffoons in bad moods to werewolves on full moods. I rap until I break my ribs. Got you staring at each tits. Cobwebs get dusted. Foul mouth better clean them gutters. My whole cortex feels filled with clutter. Makes me wanna smash the TV on the best house on the worst street. Ooh, like you heavily equipped. Well, I'ma be like confetti in this bitch. Hard to clean up, floorboards are caked in like a holiday rearranging. But the main thing is the lines in between. It ain't no fun being the king unless you got a queen of your castle. Come on.
This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours.
Let's go. You step and piss and shit and come round talk like let me in. I might call you next to kin and let them deal with that pissed off grin. You see I got no time to hear you whinge, then press rewind. And I can deal with the indifferent moods, but not all this drama that comes from the booze. So sit on the patio and think to yourself, man, I'm gonna let it go. Scratch your head a little, think out loud, and delve deep like you ain't too proud. Cause you got a mountain to move, and you don't seem to drink from the fountain of youth. Life is hard, go and don't leave your door open unless you're more hoping to keep the breeze blowing. I polish the floorboards and concrete with a mental lack of that you can't beat. It's that stay on track, don't knock on my door before I call you back.
This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Welcome to my humble, homely headspace. Please leave your shoes at the door with your dead weight. Blueprint projecting a typical male's template. Breathe, we let the winds breeze ventilate and penetrate the hallway. We let the music resonate like all day and emulate a court case. The house rules, they're my forte. Lawn shave closely, never conform to the ghostly sounds of soul and spirits that walk this town. Run rounds around the garden path. Float from the lounge to the harbour's rather large bath. And after we find the pasture where the grass is greener, we can hang from the rafters. Multiple mirrors bring the laughter. The deck chairs are carpenter crafted. Obvious as a fact, there's no chance of departure. And I would rather you start to leave the dog turd on the mat while you follow the lead. If it's do not disturb, respect that. If it's do not disturb, leave a message and I'll get back. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. This is my house, your space, my freedom, her thoughts, his precious, her dream, our lessons. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours. Please leave the shoes at the door. Respect mine and I'll respect yours.
piece of
We're living in a place given different ways to remain the same inside. Most just stay wishing as they pray, thinking it'll change in time. Thinking every day and night, that's one less for me. Unless I see forever, then I guess I'm blessed to step ahead to see a destiny that's more than this. Maybe we can all exist together as one in heaven and come together whenever we call it quits. Or maybe this is all we get with. See it once and not once more. See that love is unnatural. See above us up, that's all. Maybe all is said to be enough and we will come undone and never see it coming. Then we end up in a cemetery numb and none of us will wonder anything is nothing. Others say what's said or no. Another day watching it go. Hate having to defend, wanting to ascend when I said I'm not letting go. Then again a sentiment of what? I'm really getting fed up, but it's not really all as simple as me sitting counting every single second on a clock. If only I could watch my watch, but let my mind rest tonight. In essence, try revive a life the rest that left I've left behind. Yeah.
These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind. These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind.
I guess it's just life, right from its start it's been evolving. Yet every time that I run it through, wondering the truth, I can never solve it. So in fact can accept the rest, debate it, while I just sit back, grab a pen and estimate it. Yeah, when it's right, then I write everything I'm feeling inside. I let it pour out till it's all down, and then I know it's time to move on and take some time. Erase the lines I may design, amazing, try to raise a height it takes as I retrace a rhyme. Case each letter I better get better so I can face my pride and place what I replace the side and make everything arrange inside. Wait till wake and slide off on my shoulder blades and I can shape why I'm in a haste and I run away when I'm in a race with time. It's this page I can change but can't make it right. I feel rage at this age, I feel caged alive. It's insane, they can stay confined and waste their life afraid to try and save, but I see the state of mind is nationwide.
These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind. These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind. These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind. These days are going too fast. These days keep holding me back. These days are going off track, but I can't seem to find a way to my peace of mind.
Trading floors exploded, down arrows, red numbers. People losing everything, convinced that the world was ending. No small thanks to a lot of chest thumping and paranoia. But that's a sensitive topic, cause on one hand, homie lost his home. On the other hand, the ones who caused it going and post record profits. That was just the tip of it. The icebergs vanish, species vanish daily. Countries literally drowning under the threat of an ecosystem failing. The code gave us enough rope, we were swaying by the day's end. Big business, dollars brought slaves, blind eyes, coastlines, gold lines of ambivalence. Digging our own graves, then no lie. Oil fell from the sky, suffocated oceans, blackened the eyes of a world on a room of conspirators. Not one knew what happened, and not one stood and hacked it. And no one took blame. A global crisis justified for private gain, a world insane. They pushed us, tested our indifference, just to see how far they could milk it. And it's funny cause the ones with the money didn't care, long as it was the ones without who felt it. They felt it alright, for lifetimes and across all borders. Smooth talkers, cold-blooded, exploited, exported. My generation was caught between caring more than all that came before us, and a self-induced apathy that almost tore us, destroyed us and brought us to the brink. Then we stopped to think it was crazy in an age where we could drop bombs via satellite. We were too blind to the forces forces at play there to stand up against their willpower. Too quick to cower in the face of conglomerates, and as a world hung there in the balance. Enough said, enough is enough. About time put a stop to this. Straw by straw till we had a haystack. Only took one more to break the cycle. United we took to the streets, to the halls of power, to the government doors.
Every city, every building, sits another like me, watching, waiting, every city.
Quite an experience living here. That's what it is to be a slave.
It's all a numbers game. But for all the corporate, well, the flashes of financial strength couldn't counter the power of the masses when it came to the crunch. When the lusting greed threatened everything we love. Divided, they had us, but fuck that, man. Push came to shove, and we beat those fucking cowards back. And under a shining sun showed we could silence their influence, but try as they might, they couldn't silence love. You can't silence love. Let history show how hard fought that war was won, so we may never know how close we'd really come. How close we'd really come.
Quite an experience living here. That's what it is to be a slave, to be a slave, to be a slave, to be a slave, to be a slave. That's what it is.